the silent massacre of Cowra. The hook, when we think of the great escape of World War II, our minds usually fly to Stalag Luft 3, to the Hollywood movies, the tunnels, and the courage of Allied pilots in Germany. But history has a shadow. Far from the European front, on the other side of the globe, the largest and arguably bloodiest escape attempt of the entire war took place. Yet, for decades, it has remained almost entirely unknown. This is not a story of tunnels and planes. It is a story of honor, cultural collision, and a desperate run into the Australian outback. The context: by the late summer of 1944, Australia was home to thousands of prisoners of war from the Axis powers, Germans, Italians, and over 2,200 Japanese soldiers. In a camp near Cowra, New South Wales, about 300 kilometers west of Sydney, 1,104 Japanese prisoners were held. The Australian guards followed the Geneva Convention. The food was adequate, the treatment was fair. But beneath the surface, a storm was brewing. The tension wasn't born of physical abuse, but of a profound cultural divide. To these Japanese soldiers, the very act of being a prisoner was a mark of ultimate shame. To them, there was only one way to reclaim their honor. The Breakout, August 5, 1944. After being informed they were to be moved to a different camp, the prisoners decided it was time. It was, in essence, a suicide mission. The Australian guards were armed with Vickers machine guns. The Japanese, they had only kitchen knives, baseball bats, and sharpened spoons. At 2 a.m., a bugle sounded. With a terrifying cry, hundreds of prisoners charged. They threw themselves onto the electrified barbed wire, using blankets to cushion the spikes, creating a human bridge for their comrades. They actually managed to overrun a machine gun nest with nothing but primitive tools. By dawn, over 500 men had vanished into the harsh Australian bush. The aftermath and legacy: what followed was the largest manhunt in Australian history. But this was not a hunt for fugitives looking to survive. It was a desperate end to a tragic journey. Many of the escapees chose to take their own lives in the wilderness rather than face the shame of being recaptured. The price of that night was staggering. 234 Japanese prisoners died. 108 were wounded. On the other side, 3 Australian soldiers lost their lives defending the perimeter. Today, the Cowra Breakout stands as a grim reminder that war is fought not just with bullets, but with belief systems. It remains a silent, bloody testament to a clash of worlds that the history books almost forgot.